Hey y'all, how you doing today? Today we're shooting from a little bit different location. I got called into work today, and so this is my massage room. So we're shooting from my massage room today. So I just want to make sure you guys got the new chapter this weekend. Just gonna be a busy weekend for me. Also working tomorrow, so just want to make sure you guys got it. Another bit of great news, as those of you who know me, what I do for a living now is a medical massage therapist, and I've been doing that for about the last 6-7 years professionally, and so been going through some other stuff and hopefully getting some additional credentialization. And so I found out yesterday that I'm now a clinical massage therapist, which means more money, yeah. So few more ducats, as they would say. So it's great, man. So anyway, just want to throw that out there, and we're going to get started. This is chapter 22, and the year is 1976, and the chapter is called "The Daughters of Racism." So, as the saying goes, the higher up on the ledge you are, the farther you have to fall. So, and that's basically what happened with Tobias for almost a year. I was with them, and it was very hard to find the level of musicianship and the great venues that I was playing. Find that level of musician again. I jammed with a bunch of players, and but nothing really came of it. A bunch of posers. So, what can you say? So, as I said before in other chapters, I want to tell you about this was going on with the Daughters of Racism here, and the reason why that is. Paper fell down. So anyway, as I said before in another chapter, I get pulled over by the cops in St. Louis, and my friend John was with me at that time. And so, St. Louis County was a very racist area, and I have two stories I want to share with you about that. So I ran into a high school friend of mine named Angie, and she was a year behind me, so she was still in high school. So she asked me to come over for lunch and hang out for a bit. I just kind of ran into her. And so, I was friends with her mom as well. It's just really wonderful, lovely woman. So we, said we'd meet at her house. So I got over to Angie's house about 11:30 a.m. in the morning. And so Angie wasn't there, so I talked to Angie's mom for a little bit, and Angie got there about 15 minutes later after I got there. So we're sitting at a table and reminiscing and just kind of getting to know each other over the last year. And then, Angie came in, and we talked for a little bit with Angie and her mom and everything. And so all of a sudden the phone rang, and Angie's mom went over to pick it up, and we both noticed on Angie's mom's face, her face changed, and it seemed like all the blood ran out of her face. She looked like she was in shock. So a few seconds later, she hung up, and she looked at me and she says, "Craig, you're gonna have to go." And of course, Angie and I were, puzzled. We know what was going on. So Angie's mom pretty much told us that that was her husband on the phone, and she said something to the nature that one of her neighbors had called her husband and said there was a black guy that just walked into their house. So, of course we all were in shock about that. And so, so we all, decided to walk out of the house into the front yard, and in broad daylight, all three of us hugged each other, and then I pretty much drove away. So that was strange, and so it's too bad people are like that. So there's another story along the same lines. The second story, this is one that includes my friend John, who, like I said, of course, he was in the, he saved my life from the cop. So, as you remember again, the cop pulled me over and put me into the cop car, and luckily John drove by to pick me up and kind of save my life. So, anyway, John and I were out driving around, and we see one of our high school friends named Andrea, and she was walking down the street, and so we decided to pull over and talk with her. And so we asked how things were going and everything, and she said things were going good, and she was on her way home. So we offered to give her a ride home. So we get to the house and everything, and we go into the house, and Angie had to sit on the couch to wait for her because she had to go and talk to her parents, about something. So John and I just sitting there chilling, and all of a sudden her father comes out and says to me, "Oh no, you're not gonna fuck my daughters." We're just going like, "What? What's going on here?" And I know, seriously, folks, this really happened, and we were just sitting up there, we're in shock. And so, needless to say, we got the hell out of there, pronto. And so that was it. That was just one of the two strangest situations I've had with racism. I've had a few, and it's too bad the world is the way it is, and I don't know how it's going to really change that much, but hopefully one day, 2 or 3 generations, 100 years from now, hopefully it will change, and we all can just love each other. So anyway, that's it for today, folks.